Hope you're all well. Just a quick sound check, if I may. Guys, can you hear me okay? Pretty sure I have the volume set okay. Okay, I've turned down the volume of the X-Plane, so maybe this is a little bit better. Okay, how about now? Hopefully this is the right mix. Awesome, I think that should be okay. Lucas, yes, the giraffe was fine actually. Bit of a random video to post on my channel, I know, but you don't often see something crazy like that, so I had to post it. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down in just a second. Okay, I think we should be good now. Again, just tell me if you can't hear me well, but I'm hoping it should be alright now. Awesome. Good, good. Welcome, guys. This is a bit of a random stream, I guess. Trying out the Flytampa Corfu, an Airbus FF320 by Flight Factor. I've had a play with it, flying around the scenery, and it's pretty damn amazing. I'm very much looking forward to Flytampa doing, releasing some more stuff. For me, especially Dubai. Really looking forward to that. So that should be good. So I'm gonna fly around, show you the scenery, and might pop over. Actually, switch up the plane and just fly around in a GA, just so you can appreciate the scenery. It's pretty damn amazing, to be fair. It's a bit heavy on FPS if you're running at 8 times, depending on the time of day. Yeah, it's a bit bizarre, but especially if you're flying in a Flight Factor, and this is quite demanding system as it is. But I think we're let me just check. So you can see it's around mid-30s. My settings, as you can see. Streaming takes out about 10 FPS, so it's about 46 in these conditions whilst not streaming, but it's good enough. I think it still should be smooth enough for you guys. Awesome PBR effects. Show you a couple of cool things they've done. You see the reflection of the landing lights of the aircraft on the ground, which is pretty damn cool. Also all the lights around the airport, and I just happened to notice, literally as I was starting the stream, I've not noticed it before. Check this out. I think there's a better one here. Puddles. Now this is really interesting because X-Enviro, the new X-Enviro will have this. So when it rains, it actually you'll get standing water, which is shiny like this, which is really damn amazing. You can see that very well. That's pretty cool. So the future of X-Plane is great, in my opinion. I think it's going to be really good. The scenery here is pretty damn insane. So we're going to take off and do a short circuit in these conditions, this daylight, and then we'll change it up a little bit, make it a nice sunny clear day. But just want you to see the cool effects of this scenery. And the landing runway, is it 36 or 35? It's pretty cool. So let's get started. Not much planning to do here. Sorry if I've missed some of the comments, just trying to get things set up. Hi Joe, welcome to the stream. Ashraf, Lucas, Josh, Alex, Classic Vezi, Cachorro, Crazy Pilot, Oliver, Lucas, I think I said hi. Yeah, welcome guys. Yeah, I think the giraffe video is going viral. I think it's sat on 1,500 views already. So I've got some viral videos, so I kind of know how to make them go viral. So I'm pretty confident that's definitely going to go viral. Welcome Pedro, Dobby Bobby. That's a cool name. Traffic is X-Life. For me, that's the thing that works best. I really like it. It's just simple. You don't have to do any fiddling about. This is probably not as realistic as World Traffic 3, although it does use real routes, I believe. But yeah, there's different ways to set it up, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so I'm not going to mess about too much. We'll just get started. hopefully nothing here should be connected up. Okay, I can get rid of this. Let's get the TCAS on. This is on. I have a feeling, I'm not sure whether this is actually just do this. Got the iCal for it already. It's Lima Golf, I think. Yeah, Lima Golf Kilo. Was it Lima Golf Kilo Romeo? Okay. So we can get the nav display. There we go. Good, good. Request the wind. That'll do. Okay, let's get this aircraft started. I suppose better had put the APU on. That would help, wouldn't it? APU bleed. Okay, let's wait for that, and then we can get going. Yeah, the Flytampa is very high quality stuff, and it's really exciting that Flytampa's come across to explain. And of course Orbex, I think one of the main or first releases is going to be England, which is perfect because that's obviously where I'm based, and that's the scenery that I'm looking forward to most. And I'm pretty confident it's going to be pretty damn good. Hey Ruben. No worries, yeah, studying definitely comes ahead of watching Explain streams. Good luck with that. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, a lot of you, I guess, into your either Boeings or Airbuses. I'm not fussed really. I like flying anything. I'm quite relaxed about that. I stream a lot with the FF320 purely because it's probably the most realistic one I have right now. Okay, I've done something wrong here. Let's see. All that long. Should have. Pretty sure yeah, okay. APU, thought that came on. Yep, this one. So let's try the other one. Should start. Okay, let's start that one. There we go. Not sure why the other one didn't start, but let's try it again. There we go. Okay. Oh, let's get rid of that quickly. Okay, that'll do. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Okay, engines starting up, that's good. Get rid of this. Okay, I think we got two good engines now. Well, one, another one should be. There we go. Okay, and trim. That's what we need now. Just fly up to 3,000 feet. Runway heading. Fly around about 240 knots. Okay. There may be a bit of a wait because we have to taxi to the end of runway 35. And do a track back. there's a couple of guys on final, as you can see. So apologies in advance. Not sure how long it's going to take, but I mean that guy's already going for it, so that's good. It's good news. Okay, so it's been I think a week since I streamed. Look at that lighting, it's just insane. Okay, I'm going to stop about here. And let's just wait our turn. That Boeing, I think he's got a bit of time. Oh, brakes. Why did it not come on? Must have accidentally clicked it off. Is there someone behind me? Oh yeah. Okay. You can wait your turn. Thing is, I haven't filed the flight plan, so in theory that I'm invisible to them right now. Boeing did a quick turnaround, so and one of those is going to have to do a go around, I should think. So once one of them lands, I'm just going to go for it. The song is dramatic. I picked just a random playlist. It does sound a bit dramatic, doesn't it? How many FPS? So I was checked out a short while ago, and this scenery maxed out around 40, but that's on 8 times AA, anti-aliasing, whatever you want to call it. But if I get it down to 4 times, which it's on now, without streaming, it'll be about 50, around 50, maybe a little bit more. So it really does depend on that. Okay, I think the other one must have already gone round. So yeah, it's pretty good, I would say. Nightbot is not activated, I'm afraid, but I can tell you the specs. So I'm running a 4790K at 4.8 gigahertz. I think that guy did do go around. It's up there somewhere. You can see him on TCAS. 4.8 gigs, 16 gigabyte RAM. I'm running the GTX 1080 Ti. What else you want to know? Don't ask about the motherboard because I completely forgot. And this PC is about, I think it's over 2 years old now, apart from the GPU, of course. Oh, Flight Sharks, your PC will be very powerful. I mean, you'll have no problems running this. And to be fair, I'm flying the flight factor and streaming at the same time. It's hovering around the 30s. Okay, let's prepare for a quick taxi. I'm hoping, actually, let's just make sure this guy's not coming off here, because he's already slowed down. I downloaded this nice livery, the new Lufthansa. There's 2 versions of it. You get the clean and dirty one, so I loaded up the dirty one. It just looks a little bit more authentic. See the PBR effects? Pretty damn cool, isn't it? Even the aircraft lights, just incredible. He's gone. Okay, good, let's go for it. Yeah, so it's very good news. The likes of Flytampa and Orbex are moving to Explain. It's very, very good news. It was a matter of time. I think I said it last year in my my streams. It didn't take me didn't take a lot of convincing for me to switch from B3D to this. That was an easy choice. I've not looked back since. Well, I'll tell a lie, I did try a P3D about 6 months ago, just because some of the videos online looked really good, but I realised a lot of them were modded out insanely. So just stock P3D just looked really, really bad. Didn't interest me at all. You see the lighting effects there? That's just amazing. So luckily no one's on final just yet.
Caution, short runway, short runway.
I hope that guy behaves and just stays where he is so I can take off. Should have put the landing lights on by now. We're on the runway. It's okay.
500 remaining.
Good question. I'm not sure what the backtrack speed is. I was doing around, I think I was doing around 30 knots then. Okay, come on. I've not set up my brakes correctly, I know that for sure. Bit of a tight turnaround here. I think we should be good. Just do that view. So we're going to land on this runway here, runway 35, so we get this awesome view as we come in. See the brakes, for some reason, it kind of too sensitive, just brings the aircraft to stop. Okay. Let's do this. That guy's still
on runway
holding.
35.
He might be. I think we should be good. Let's go for it. Yeah, APU is still running. Thank you. Tune the ILS once we take off. Okay, let's get a cool view. Whoa, sharp takeoff. It's like a rocket. We haven't got much weight on board, so we can do this. Show you outside view. Get this guy on final now. So I've got the latest update of 320. It seems to be behaving oddly. I thought it was me, but it's definitely doing some weird stuff here. Let's make sure that's yeah, something's up with this. It's really bizarre. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, but see this turn? It's turning on its own for some reason. Let's switch on autopilot, see if that does anything. So auto throttle. Okay, autopilot seems to be taking control of things okay. Really strange. Just trying to avoid this huge hillside. Ryan, welcome to the stream, hope you're well. No, I think the aileron trim is fine. Well, it's on auto now. I think what I'll do is just climb out over this, because I literally can't see it. I've put the excuse me, the terrain radar, enabled that. Let's have a look. want. Ah, no ILS. That's interesting. Didn't notice that. Okay, that's cool. Let's just try and climb over this. I think we can probably hold this altitude. I think it's okay. Is it 3,200? There we go, that'll do. If you guys haven't, some of you haven't seen the flight factor, it's got pretty cool rain effects, as you can see. Interesting, Mahmood. No, welcome to the stream, by the way. So what is the texture pack? Is that the 2K texture pack? Is that what you mean? I remember seeing something. My aircraft is playing up again. Let's do that. It could be my fault that time. Yeah, that'll do. So there we go. We're just about to fly over. I hate this thing that pops up. I haven't worked out if there's a way to disable it from automatically popping up. There doesn't seem to be any way to do it, but which is a bit annoying. See, the wiper's going. It's pretty cool. Send me an email, Mohammed, because you might not be able to paste the link here. That's my email address. See the guy backtracking there. So he's going a fairly decent speed. It's quite fast. I'll check it out, thanks for that. Okay, let's get this baby down. Do a fairly steep descent. Thank you, dude. Rain's getting heavier, as you can see. As I say, once we land, we're going to change into a GA and make it daylight. I want to show you guys the awesome scenery of this airport. Oops. So all this ahead is also part of the scenery. So it's not default X-plane scenery. It's really, really good. As I say, I'll show you it properly in just a sec. Let's just get this beast down. Look at that. That's really cool, isn't it? This is definitely not the correct flight path, by the way. But
it's terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
Let's get some
Terrain.
flaps.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
Not far
Terrain.
off, to be fair. It's just up
Terrain.
quite low.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
Okay,
Terrain.
you know what?
Terrain.
Stop.
Terrain. Terrain.
Normally one of these
Terrain.
silences it, but
Terrain.
I think I have no
Terrain.
choice because I am pretty low.
Terrain. 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 Terrain.
Okay,
Terrain.
350 is the runway
Terrain.
heading.
Terrain.
Okay, let's land this thing. I'm going to do a manual landing, of course, because there's no ILS.
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh, hello. He's right behind me. Very close. I don't know where you're landing, dude, because... okay, fair enough. He's probably more in line with the runway than I am. The thing is, I haven't done a flight plan, so these guys can't see me right now. Yeah, let's get undercarriage down. Flaps full. Yeah, I'm sure there is a way to mute it, but it's all good. But this guy's probably going to land anyway, regardless if I'm landing or not. You can see he's pretty damn close. And someone's just taken off by the looks of it. Up ahead. There he is.
Traffic. Traffic.
Well, I was kind of landing first, yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, I don't know what their next scenery is. I think before they release anything to explain, I think they're releasing something for P3D. I'm sure that's what I saw them post. But kind of hoping Dubai's not going to be too far ahead. This is not default weather. I'm using currently FS Enhancer whilst Eximbar is being worked on.
Approaching.
Eximbar is my go-to normally, but 107 doesn't work very well for me on my PC. No idea why.
500. 400. 300.
Okay, let's do this. See, nice approach, isn't it?
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
5,000 feet remaining.
Not too bad, was it? So that guy's landed at the same time. Oh, my nose went up a little bit then. Could have been my fault, I'm not sure if it was the scenery. He might go right through me in a second. Yeah, Copenhagen will be one as well. I think it's very exciting actually. Yeah, their work is incredible. Ah, there he is. Damn it. We can't go. I hate it when that happens. trying to make the video as real as you can possibly get it, and then that happens. As you say, not very intelligent, is it? Okay, I'm going to park the aircraft, and then we can do a replay. Come on, out my way. Let's open this. Get some cool sound effects. No, that's not what I wanted. I was hoping tower view, which is just there, but it's not going to happen. Okay, let's do the replay. Let's see how bad that was. For some reason nose gear went up. We'll see what happened exactly. A bit more, that'll do. Is the yeah, that's interesting. I think someone else commented that before the AI, sorry, the sounds of the aircraft doesn't work in replay. I assume you mean world traffic. I think they can see you. The aircraft with world traffic, I think it can see you. If I'm not mistaken. They don't crash into. Yeah, there is an option on it actually. Yeah, so it does avoid you. I think this will be a pretty cool view. Some guy on the runway now. Seems smooth, but let's try again. Thank you, Flight Sharks. I'll have a read once this is over. Okay, see what happened. Ah, see? See what happened? I think it was when I applied reversers it did that. We'll see now. It's a little bounce, yeah. Strange. Very odd. Never mind, not too bad, was it? Yeah, I'm not sure. It could have been a centre of gravity. Anyway, so that was that. So let's change it up. So I have, I'm not sure if I've streamed this before actually, a DA62 let's do like in that thing. And I'm going to change up the weather. No rain. Good visibility. There we go. Okay, I want to show you how cool this scenery is now. So whilst we're waiting, I would like to know where you're from. So just go ahead and type in the chat where you're from this evening. Just get rid of the damp runway. You should do that automatically, I think, but there we go. Okay, and let's make it daytime. Okay, I'm going to be naughty, I'm going to take off from this runway. Interesting. We've got chocks or something. Let's see. I don't think it has chocks, does it? It does, but it's not on. Let's get the fuel. Let's load it up. Okay, I think you can only see them from the outside anyway, but let's close that. Interesting. For some reason, can't disconnect the brakes. I think I know why. Again, this has happened before. Let's do that one. No idea what's happening there. Okay, when I click this, notice what happens. So I'm clicking my brake. Let's see if it's something to do with this. No. So when I click my brakes, the strobe light switched. And I know this is the brake, but I can't seem to see. Maybe there's failures. Interesting. And interestingly, I mean, I haven't updated X-Plane to Beta 4, I think. So, I'm not sure what's going on. Let's get it restarted. Just bear with me, guys. Okay, we're reloading it now just to make sure it's nothing that I've done wrong. Let's do this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You guys seem to be from all around the world. Montreal, Arizona, Sydney. Really nice. Lucas from Denmark. Very cool. Right, I think it's almost loaded now. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Come on, come on. So I saw a comment on one of the blog posts with on Laminar Research website. So Laminar Research is obviously, for those who don't know, is the guys who designed or built X-Plane. And one of the comments was, are you still working on Vulkan? And they confirmed that they are. So that's quite exciting. For me, that's, and maybe for some of you guys, that's the thing I'm looking forward to most. Okay, this is working, luckily. So just a little tip, by the way, guys, for those of you that don't know, I don't know whether any of you who fly X-Plane noticed the kind of the jagged shadow issue. I don't know if you can see that, just about there and there. So here and here. So I have this data ref editor. So if you type in FB, and this comes up, which is FBO shadow cam size. It's set on 2000. So if I set it on 8000, if you look closely at these lines here and here, notice what happens. See? Straight. So that's a little tip from me to you guys. It just winds me up the shimmering shadows, so that fixes it. As you can see, nice straight lines now. And there doesn't seem to be any impact on FPS, which is interesting, because you would think, well, you would think there would be, but Paul, I agree. It's going to be really good with Orbex launching new stuff as well. Okay, let's get this off the ground so I can show you around. Make sure trim's set. Whoops. Okay, let's go. See the swamps down there? Okay, I'm just about to show some insane scenery here in X-Plane. I don't think I've set the views, actually these are default views that come with the aircraft. Yeah, this is a lot of fun to fly, Sean. It's pretty powerful little thing, this twin engine. But I've flown it a little bit now, and I really like it. It's amazing. I'm just going to climb to a decent altitude here to appreciate this awesome scenery. Let's just trim the ailerons here, because for some reason it wants to bank to the left. I think it's a bit of turbulence that's causing that. Wind. Should do. Better. So for those of you new to the stream, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, we very much appreciate a subscription, and if you like this stream or you're liking the stream, go ahead and like it. I always have to say this, we don't get anything really for you liking the video, apart from it's a way for you guys to say you like what you see. It's the only thing really for me that encourages me to do more of these things. Because if you like it, then it means you want to see more. amazing. And this is what you get when you get people like Flytampa joining X-Plane. By the way, this is in no way me dissing any of the guys that do freeware stuff, because actually the freeware stuff on X-Plane is insane, really. I mean, Mr. X, for example, genius, young lad, creates amazing freeware stuff. Stuff that actually I would be willing to pay for as well, I'm just saying that. I'll try not to talk whilst I'm in exterior view, because Josh says it's highlighted. Sounds probably too loud. Okay, I'll probably hold this altitude now. That's good enough. Get the autopilot enabled. I tried the autopilot last time I could do this and it was it's up a little bit, so let's try again. Altitude, heading. Okay, seems to be okay now. Just hope it stays that way. Okay, to hold the speed. There we go. Enjoy, guys. It's very nice scenery, isn't it, Sean? Is this the V11.11 or one of the beta versions? I think this is beta, so it's 11.20 beta 3. This scenery is Flytampa Corfu. Or Corfu by Flytampa. Oh, it's incredible, really, really good. I don't know if you guys can make out the water effects there as well. Insane. Yeah, this is probably a better view from back here. See the main city or town just back there with the airport. We'll land on that runway shortly. Let's make sure it's still holding altitude. Yeah, it's fine. Let's fly north. See guys, the fix with the shadow. Beautiful straight lines we have now. The texture quality in this aircraft is just insane. Everything works as well, all the buttons, lights. Really good. All I do know B4 is out, but I saw quite a few posts, people having issues, so I thought I'd stay clear of that now, because this runs pretty well for me. And since I try and stream at least once a week, I don't want to ruin chances of that. Yeah, Sean, same here. I switched to X-Plane just before they released the first beta version of X-Plane 11. So I actually started on X-Plane 10. And the reason why I did, so I was flying P3D most of the time, but I had, I got the GTX 1080, and I thought, you know, test this out on various games, and I thought I'll try X-Plane. I remember trying X-Plane a few years ago, and I wasn't really that impressed, and it was really, it wasn't performing very well on my machine. So anyway, I thought I'd try it, and I was really impressed with X-Plane 10, and I'm like, wow, it's really cool. And of course 11, they released 11, and I tried that and I was blown away. I found myself just constantly flying X-Plane, and I realised that I couldn't remember the last time I flew P3D, so I completely deleted it and everything I had with it to free up the space for X-Plane 11 and ortho scenery. And not last Christmas, the Christmas before, my father-in-law suggested, said, why don't you know, post videos on YouTube of the flight sim, because he saw how good it looked on my machine. Like, yeah, I could give it a try. And here I am today. Yeah, it's really is, you know, I do believe X-Plane is the future of flight simulation. I think P3D, I mean, I'd find it hard to believe P3D will catch up with X-Plane. X-Plane is moving forward very, very quickly. This is the thing, a lot of people say that the only reason I keep P3D is because of the amount of money they spend on add-ons. And trust me, I spent a lot, seriously a lot, but it just was not good enough for me, seriously. I mean, imagine this much autogen in P3D. The system will grind to a halt. The thing is, I haven't even got it on max. I think I got it one notch below max. It's the crazy thing about it. Let's start a descent. I need to do left aileron trim now. So it tends to be veering to the right a little bit. Should do the trick. Interesting how the sounds change with that as well. That's pretty cool. That explains technology, sound technology, F mod or whatever you want to call it. Hi Andy Gamer, welcome to the stream. What are you not sure about? think P3D with my Rex config, PTA BMD, flights and land, aerosoft, airport planes. He's saying it's better than X-Plane. I guess with all those mods, you know, P3D could look pretty good, but I still, you know, I challenged a few people before on the stream. Said, show me a video on YouTube of P3D looking better than X-Plane 11. I mean, the good X-Plane videos. I've done a couple. I'm not, you know, not bragging, but they're, you know, they're pretty good. It's just judging by the amount of likes it had, the amount of views. So I'd like to see anyone who can share a video of P3D. The thing is, with X-Plane, some of the videos I did was all freeware stuff. So a little bit of turbulence here, or wind shear. It's a bit jumpy. Mayday! Hope you're well, mate. Long time no see. Yeah, it's a good buy, isn't it? Really good. I would like to see some moving objects though, like boats and ships and stuff like that. I think Orbex would do that kind of stuff. I mean, look at that. That stuff is 3D done. I think there's some moving cars, but it would be nice to see moving stuff in the sea. This plane's really jumpy right now. Nail this landing now. Flare, too much flare. Okay, let's turn around here. Yeah, that's the circuit around Corfu. Amazing scenery, airport. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they release next. I hope they become one of my sponsors, so get their scenery for free, like I do with the other guys, because it could get very expensive otherwise. Really cool, really good. Good work. Good level of detail. There's the puddles we were talking about earlier. Nice shiny water surface. Do a helicopter flight. Let's do the bell. Do I remember the last time I flew a helicopter in the stream? So it's, I think it's just called Data Ref Editor. Probably find it in the org. And then what you do is basically select Show Arc Controls, and then right at the bottom here type FB, Foxtrot Bravo, and these two options come up, and then you just type 8000 in there, or the value higher. Find 8000 works best, I think I tried 12,000 before and it didn't like it. So 8,000 seems to be good value. I think it's supposed to be in a bit like the memory increments. But anyway, it seems to be okay for me. Now let's see here. Normally the settings there. Customize. Rotor shadows. Apparently they fixed this. I'm not convinced it is actually fixed, but we'll see. Let's take off and see. Not sure whether it's supposed to look like that or not. In the inside it seems alright, but that, I'm not sure whether that's actually accurate or not. Who knows? I flew in a Jet Ranger last year. Sat in the front seat, left-hand seat there. Amazing experience. For those who haven't flown a helicopter, highly recommend it. It's so unique. Nothing like flying in a plane, by the way. You really have to experience it to believe it. Yeah, the Sydney scenery I think would be good too. Do you think? I think the Just Flight arrow's okay for me on my system. They don't seem too sensitive. I have not seen that free plugin for the sea traffic. Does anyone know what it's called? I guess sea traffic. Let's head this way and check out the town. The sounds on this chopper is just amazing. Everything about this chopper is really good. That's what you call very high quality add-on. Seriously. Incredible. Tokyo Drift. It was a bit like that when I landed, wasn't it? When I did the backtrack. Did think that. Welcome Anthony to the stream. I think it does persist for the rest of the flights that you do in this session, Paul. I have tried VR with the Oculus, and it is good, but it's not brilliant, in my opinion. I think we've still got a while before that becomes really, really good. Even with my setup, I felt the performance wasn't that great, and it did make me feel sick. So definitely need to do work before before I'm convinced completely. I mean, probably the best thing I did in VR was Google Earth. Wow, now that's something. If you have Vive and Oculus, you must try Google Earth in VR. I spent hours on that shit. Incredible. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Paul? Very realistic. It's brilliant. The sounds are really good. Definitely sounds like the real thing. I'm going to change the time of day. For those of you who joined us late, I just want to show you the beautiful lighting and the scenery. How about that? Some green light action cockpit like that. Mayday. what do I think of Barton Orbex? I think it looks friggin' amazing. I've got really high hopes for Orbex, and the best news is the fact that they're releasing England first. That was just seriously amazing. That's what I wanted to hear. You can see car traffic down there. So there is some ground traffic, just not in the sea. Let's face it, it's just going to get better, isn't it? As soon as the big boys like Orbex and Flytampa, and I think I saw a post that PMDG have got a big announcement at the next Flight Sim show. So it would not surprise me at all if it's to do with X-Plane. I know they've done something for X-Plane before, but I think that might have been an experiment, or I don't know. Whoa, I think I hit an air pocket or something then. Yeah, this the scenery is pretty good, isn't it, Anthony? Done a very good job of this, haven't they? All these different views I'm not used to. What's all this? Okay. So we can get a bit low here. I love that sound when you pour high Gs. Get a stall. So I'm coming up to 8,000 subscribers soon. I need to do the giveaway. I promised to do a giveaway soon, so I need to do that. We have 2 copies of XP Realistic to give away, and X-Enviro as well. And the guys at Tollis, the new A3119, I think they're also gonna give me a copy. They give me a copy for me to use in streams and videos, and I believe they give me a copy so I can give away to you guys. So another good reason for you guys to subscribe if you haven't. Some awesome giveaways on the way. Epic Zeus, long time no see, my friend. How are you, mate? Fly with Lua, interesting question, Mayday. I had some trouble with it, and someone in the stream said make sure you download the full version of Fly with Lua, or the complete version. I was like, I thought I had the complete version. Turned out I didn't, and I downloaded the complete version and I stopped having any of those error messages that you get top right hand corner. Don't seem to have any issues. It's quite cool here. We got some random rising air off these hills. From time to time the helicopter just freaks out. So I've not checked out this side of the island, by the way, so this is the first time for me. Some cool white lights at the end there, we're going to explore that. I'm sorry if you don't like helicopters, guys. This is a rare occurrence. I thought it would be a nice thing to fly around in the scenery. Yes, I have the latest version of X-Enviro 1.08. That is pretty damn insane. telling you guys, X-Enviro is really up their game. So you wait and see how cool that is. And there's also a new update for the FF320 if you got it. I believe it's released now. I think it's V1.1. Robert, welcome to the stream. Jagjet, my friend, how are you? Nice old faces showing up on the stream this evening, like the old days. Yes, for those of you who've just joined, this is Flytampa's latest release, which is Corfu, and it's really good. Really good. Just exploring this beautiful island. Overspeeding here, so I'm getting some vibrations. Okay, I think we'll head this way now. Yeah, so 108 will be released hopefully in not too distant future. For those of you who are not up to date, Andre, the owner of X-Enviro, had horrible incident recently. I don't know if you guys heard about the fire in the mall in Russia. So him and his family were in that mall when it happened. So I don't think any of his immediate family are hurt, but of course they're very shaken up, understandably. So they've had to halt progress on that. I think they were getting quite close to releasing you know, to have a release candidate, but of course that's a bit of a setback for them, which is, you know, I think everyone can appreciate. You know, that kind of stuff is more important than anything that we're doing here. Do a face reveal. You mean me? Tim, long time no see. How are you, mate? Interesting. Robert, I did not realise they've updated the Baron in V4. Are you having any trouble with V4? Because I had some people having trouble with Beta 4 of Explain. Mayday, so he's saying, look forward to the X-Enviro update. Do you know when it's available? As I say, I really don't know. But hopefully not too long. Thank you, Robert. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Try and stream this at the highest quality that I possibly can. Still haven't gotten around to sorting out the encoder. Elgato, I think it's called. So that should make this even better. Because right now, whilst I'm streaming, my so NVIDIA is using or streaming directly from the GPU, and I think it's using the CPU. I don't know how my PC is still handling this nice and smoothly. But with the Elgato, essentially you have this device which connects up to the monitor, so it basically streams what's coming off the display rather than from the processing side of things. So it should show it in native quality, but also it means that my computer doesn't have to work as hard to stream it for you guys. Eventually I'll get around to it. Yeah, that's right. What Robert said, basically. the icon of my channel is pretty much me. No, not yet, Epic. What are you using, by the way? OBS, I gave up on OBS. It was giving me a lot of issues. If you remember, I'll be mid-stream and my FPS, it will just come to, I don't know, it will drop to about 20. In fact, more recently I've tried it again, and just starting up with X-Plane, it hovers around 20. It's crazy, I don't know why, suddenly it's just awful. So I gave up on OBS, sadly. The OBS was quite good for me because it meant I can plan the streams ahead of time and all that kind of stuff. Now with Nvidia, you kind of just go live without warning. Maybe I'm not using it correctly, but I can't seem to work out how to schedule streams and all that kind of stuff, which is annoying. Thank you, Ian. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you like it. That's very kind. So we're going to go and land back at Corfu. So hope you're enjoying the scenery. So Epix is saying, well, there are two versions. OB Streamlabs is far better than OB Studio. Ah, okay, interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. I had no idea there were multiple versions of it. So Robert, you think this is not accurate in terms of the blades? How are my FPS in the scenery? I think it was, while streaming, it's hovering around mid-30s. Off the stream is about mid-40s. It depends what setting they have it on. So on 8 times it's around mid-40s, 45, 46, something like that roughly. And if I put the AA on 4 times, it'll be 50 plus, 60 at times. And to be fair, I think this is one of the other things which I noticed, I don't know if it's just me, in the newer versions of X-Plane, when you drop it to 4 times, you don't get that horrible shimmer you used to get. I don't know whether they've improved that deliberately. But I noticed the 4 times is not as bad as it used to be. But 8 times for me is really where I want to be all the time. So I'm hoping Elgato will help me do that. So I'll be able to continue running at 8 times during the stream as well. That'd be really cool. Oh, for sure I'll be getting Orbeck stuff. Epic Zeus. I got most of their stuff for FSX and P3D, and it's one of the things I really missed about moving away from P3D. So the news of them coming to X-Plane is just amazing. I'm not the best helicopter pilot, but try not to crash it. Embarrass myself. You see the PBR effect of the lighting there, guys? Pretty good, isn't it? Probably see the sun do the same thing as well. Have a look at it in just a second. Ian, welcome to the stream. All the old faces are coming back tonight. This is amazing. Hope you're well. This helicopter's quite a hard thing to maneuver, by the way. My palms are sweaty. Okay, that wasn't a very majestic landing, was it? Whoa, calm down. There you go, check that out. Now, isn't that beautiful? Let's get the sun back up a little bit. I want to show you. Look at this. See this effect on the runway? Now that's something, isn't it? Incredible, good work. Do you think if something like Corfu looks this good, the other stuff is going to look amazing? And then with Orbex, I mean, phew, what are we going to expect? Let's brighten it up. So some of you haven't seen this in daylight yet. Incredible scenery. Especially from this kind of altitude. It's just really, really good. And that is just insane. It's interesting, sometimes there's moving cars and sometimes there isn't. I guess maybe we have to be closer to it. See some down there. You haven't seen Frugal's video today, so I'm going to go check it out shortly. I'm glad that it looks good on the big screen, Ian. Yeah, Luna's Wayne, I believe, is in Thailand. This is probably what, middle of the day there, or morning? Probably, yeah, morning. Tomorrow morning. Let's just do one more thing before I end the stream. Let's have a little bit of fun with this. This way we can check out the scenery a little bit quicker than what we're doing here. Thank you, Lucas. Hope to see you again soon. Try some low-level flying in this beast. This and the Tornado is just a lot of fun to fly and explain. Okay, let's go for it. This thing is super fast.
Pull up. Maximum G. Maximum G.
Yeah, this F-18 is a lot of fun to fly. Super quick.
Roll left. Pull up.
Yeah, I noticed there's a lot more X-Plane content in Frugal's videos recently. I guess this X-Plane's picking up a lot of traction now, isn't it? Wasn't there supposed to be, I don't know if you guys, any of you noticed, there was supposed to be a Hawk, like a study level sim. A study level version of the Hawk. Just mentioned BAE. Robert just reminded me of that. Thank you, Aviator. Hope to catch you again soon. Yeah, I do need the float version of this. Imagine, I can barely fly the normal floats, the Cessna floats. I'm rubbish at landing in water. God knows what will happen with this. Bob's your uncle. I thought that was the US version of Bob's your uncle. Love this view. It's like an air-to-air view. Oh, you epic Zeus. You like floaty planes, do you? Just can't get over how incredible this scenery is. Imagine the whole of X-Plane with this kind of quality. I mean, it would take forever. But I guess that's Orbex's job. Try and stall this thing.
Maximum angle of attack. Maximum angle of attack. Maximum angle.
Whoop. That wasn't good.
Pull up.
Incredible, really cool. Oh yeah, I remember when Luna hit the oil rig, that was funny. I haven't told him, but I watched a couple of his videos in the past when he was streaming, when I've caught up on couple of the streams. Some of them are hilarious when I've had similar moments when you're trying to you're trying to do things right and it just ends up going badly. It's hilarious. I just like his reaction. He seems quite serious when something like that happens. Good question, Paul. I'm not sure how much storage this scenery requires. Okay, so I'm going to do a landing on 3.5, which is the other end of the runway.
Pull up. Roll left. Roll left. Roll left. Roll
I'm not very good
left.
at landing this thing, by the way.
Roll
Just a disclaimer.
Maximum angle of attack. Roll left. Maximum angle of attack. Roll left. Maximum roll.
Especially on a carrier. See what I mean? It's pretty heavy, wasn't it? Yeah, I shouldn't have been flying at that speed at that height. Yeah, the fuel level on this is not too bad, but the Tornado just drinks fuel like crazy. Always seem to be running out of fuel on that beast. Hope you ejected already. Wonder if the F-18's actually landed at Corfu before. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this rather random stream. The purpose of it really today is to show you around this awesome Flytampa scenery. That's all I have time for this evening. It's almost midnight here and I have work tomorrow, so that should be interesting. Thank you for joining, and for those of you who are new to the stream, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to take part in the upcoming giveaways. So like I mentioned, I've got 2 copies of XP Realistic, 1 or 2 copies of X-Enviro, and I've got a copy of the new 319 Tollis to give away soon. And for those of you loyal supporters, really nice to see you guys this evening. Nice catching up, and hope to see you all again soon. Thank you guys, take care and good night.